Okay, so when you're having dinner with someone and their food arrives first, you probably tell them, hey, just Heather, go ahead and start eating.
Go ahead.
Start eating.
It's going to get cold. It's going to get cold. Yeah. When the roles are reversed, though, it feels awkward to take that first bite. There's a new international study. It's published in the journal Appetite, revealing what causes this psychological dilemma.
So in this study, they actually focused on people in the United States. This was specific to people here. This is part of our culture.
Yeah.
91% of people reported waiting for others to get their food before they started to eat. You do that.
Always.
All the time.
Always. Well, we were always told growing up, like, you have to wait till everybody gets their food.
Everyone gets their food.
You have to wait. You have to wait, and then that becomes a thing.
So why do we do this?
Because that's what we've been told to do, right? That it's rude to, we've been told that it's rude to eat in front of other people when they don't have their food.
So researchers discovered there's a psychological phenomenon happening.
Well, think about it. Why won't you eat your food, but you'll say, oh my gosh, you eat your food, eat your food, you gotta eat your food, it's gonna get cold, mine's gonna be out here, and it's gonna be just a minute.
You know why? Don't, because if it's a group of us and I get my food first, you two are gonna stare at me. And it makes me feel weird when you're just you're looking at me while I'm eating. Did I spill something on me? Did I get something on me? I just feel weird. It's just awkward.
Right.
If I'm the cook and I know it's kind of taking some time, I want them to start eating because I want it to be warm. I'm like, oh, this is when the food's going to taste the best because it's warm. I think being served hot food is good. And if it takes me another 2 minutes to get my food, then that's fine.
And you just touched on it right there because they say that part of the problem could be is that the staggering of times. Like restaurants, when food comes out, if it all comes out at the same time, then great. But if your food comes out first and your food comes out later, the staggering of times creates this weird imbalance and it creates these weird environments that we put ourselves in.
Yeah.
I prefer eating all together, but I totally understand this. Like, just get going. That's fine. My parents never let me do that.
Yeah, no. And I will also say, like, things have changed as I've gotten older and had kids, and they're, going. Climbing here, over here. Oh my gosh, like everybody eats whenever they get a chance to eat, and that has changed over time. Like when I was younger, I never would have done that. And now I'm like, oh, you know what? You're right. It is going to get cold, and this is my chance to eat, so I'm going to eat.
You and your husband, you're going out. You two, dinner.
If it's funny you say that. If it's just the two of us, you would think I would feel like very comfortable around him, and I'd be able. But if it's just the two of us,
you still wait.
But I also will give him some.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
You share. It's more intimate if you're,
share.
Eating together.
Yeah.
Well, that's the solution right there. If you get your food first, and it's your partner,
share with everybody.
You share. No, I'm not sharing with everybody. We ain't sharing with everybody.
Share with the people that don't have their food yet. That's that. Where do you stand on this? Drop a comment. Let us know. So some people think tipping culture has maybe gotten a little out of hand.
Well, I can understand that. There's a new Lending Tree study that shows Minnesota is the 4th best tipping state in the country. Okay, so when you are tipping, are you going to go 15%? Do you go 18%? Do you go 20%? Do you go higher? Because now, for example, if you go to a restaurant now, a lot of times, it doesn't even start at 15%. It may start at 18% or 20%. It's even higher now.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to some places where it starts like 22, 25,
That's
30%.
where it starts?
Yes, yes.
You have to hit other. Yeah. And then you gotta do the math, factor what you need.
It depends on if it's a restaurant, like a coffee shop, but at a restaurant, I'm for sure tipping 20% minimum. Yeah. Yeah, and I also don't tip based on good service because I just feel like they're out there, they're probably working really hard. Like if somebody has a bad night, it's not necessarily the server's fault.
Now, so this study is a little misleading because
it's very misleading. I don't like this Lending Tree survey.
Right. So New Hampshire was the best tipping state. 16.7%
is the average. What they say. But here's the thing. This is what they looked at. Is that they said this is all food that you eat out of your home.
So it could be a vending machine.
It could be a vending machine. It could be McDonald's. Yeah. It could be not. So it 16.7 is the highest. Seems pretty low if you're averaging out. So I don't even know how they ask people how much do you spend on tips. It doesn't entirely make sense.
Yeah.
But DC 12. 12.5%. South Carolina, 11%.
Yeah,
and then
Minnesota.
we come in there at 10%. So saying we tip at 10% on average.
Look at this. Like you talk about eating out, right? And eating out is now eating into people's budget with the cost of inflation. 56% of the food budget is eating out in 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that problem.
Yeah?
Over the years.
Yeah.
Over the years?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, think about.
I spent a lot of money on food.
Right. And I also wonder, is part of that because it's just gotten so much more expensive to eat out, or is part of that COVID, we're just eating out more, or we're taking out more? Like, it didn't used to be that high of a percentage of our food budget.
Yeah, it didn't, but
if you look
changed,
back 20 years before. So I do wonder what is happening there. But we're talking, I mean, Minnesota, they're talking about like $3,200, $3,300 a year for eating out.
Yeah. There's a great Seinfeld reference here too.
What
tipping.
is it?
Well, it's tipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go out to California and Georgia's like, how much should I tip? And they get into a whole thing with
whole
character, a whole debate. And,
Yeah.
you know.
What did George decide?
Well, George is not tipping enough. Let's
Right.
just put it that way.
I think
George is not.
we all knew that.
George or Larry David.
Let me ask you
that's
this
the
real quick. Do you tip pre-tax or with the tax included?
With the tax,
With the tax.
with the alcohol, with the tax.
With everything included.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Drop us a comment below. We want to hear from you. Are either of you hitting it's Friday night. Are either of you hitting the town tonight? Oh, wow. I know that answer.
We look like the person in the shot.
Seriously.
May hit the town.
There's a new Talker research survey that shows people's feelings may be changing about going out versus staying home.
Okay. For what reason? Is it money? Is it they just don't want to see people? For me, it's usually a combination.
Some of it is they don't want to spend the money. At least 53% said, "Hey, I don't want to spend the money." Others say,
pricey.
"Yeah," and then like avoiding crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a whole factor.
Well, I mean, so just throwing it out there. I'm not, at a specific baseball game yesterday, a drink cost like $16 for one drink, and I'm like, I could buy a whole case of drinks for that price.
Yeah.
So I get it.
I think there's several factors that come into play, at least for me.
Yeah.
What's the parking situation?
Parking, yeah.
Now, have you done that?
Traffic,
I'm driving around. I cannot find a spot. I'm going home.
Going home. Yeah.
I gave it 5 minutes.
It's
I
too
gave
much
it
work.
5 minutes.
It's too
I
much
gave it
work.
5. Do I have to get dressed up?
Yeah.
How much is the food? Like you said too. I mean, those are all important factors.
Yeah, and then staying home sometimes feels better than socializing. Even we socialize a lot. We're socializing right now. We socialize all day. It's like sometimes you just want to stop.
You create this environment at home that you spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
You craft it. So you want to spend time there.
Yeah.
Not
that spot?
after work. You just
Yeah.
want to have a whole. So I get it.
Yeah.
I found this interesting too. It says that smell is really big for, if you want to have a home party, smell, fragrance is going to be really, really important. But you said something really interesting, Joseph, too. Like, if I spend all this time in, decorating my house, then sure, I want to spend said time in my house. The other important thing, too, is sometimes when you do go out and about, sometimes when you're talking, it can be so hard to hear other people because it's loud and about you, and you're trying to have an intimate conversation with a couple friends. So I totally get that. I want to be in an environment where it's comfortable, we're relaxed, and we can actually have a conversation. We can hear each other talk.
And go ahead.
I didn't think about the smell element. Like, no.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
But I was telling you guys too, it's like I'm thinking about what are the things that I like about going out and how do I create that at home? And so I like sitting at a booth, for example, at a restaurant. So can I add a bench in my kitchen?
You could
and then
put
I
some velvet curtains around
I
it.
have my bench, do my DoorDash, and I have my restaurant experience things that I like for the comfort of my home.
Has your opinion changed over time? Like, for example, when you were 22, did you say, you know what, I'm a homebody, I'd still rather stay home?
Oh, it's definitely changed over time.
Yeah.
No, I would say I was more active when I was in my 20s.
What would you say?
Same.
Do you think? Go ahead.
Yeah, but I think too, sometimes we're like, oh my God, you're everywhere. But a lot of the places that I get to experience, I experience them on the morning show. And so it looks like I'm doing all these things outside of work, but I may be just sharing them outside of work. And they're like, do you ever get to rest? All the time.
Yeah. I think, technology has played a big role in this too, as far as our phones and whatnot. And now we have Zoom, we're able to do that too. And then, of course, COVID. COVID changed everything. When everything shut down, people stayed home, and now it's harder to get people out and about now too. So.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed WCCO's Talk at the Table. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more WCCO news.